Hey YouTube, this is Blackwing Pwn. This is my second video. This is an update on my Twilight deck, which is not really a Twilight anymore, because I'm glad to say Lumina's back at 2, or she will be in 2 more days, so that's good. I think that's really going to help Lightsworns a lot more than expected. Because first of all, the reason why Lightsworns went down in the tiers is because Lumina and Charge got limited. And after that, Honest and all that. But I don't think Honest is as necessary as Lumen in Charge. Anyway, here's the deck profile. First of all, 1 Tragodia now. I bumped it down to 1 because 2 is just kind of a bit of a dead draw. And plus, when I face windups and all that, he doesn't do anything in the hand. He just gets discarded. And if I drop him on sectors, they just pop him main phase 2. So he's kind of useless unless I bring him out at the perfect time. 2 Necro Gardeners because he just negates an attack and really saves me like every game. Plus it makes some perfect fodder for the second Lumina now, since there's 2. For the Monster Incarnation. Just anything. Just straight out to mill it. Honest, because it's just a good card. It's a light based card, and this whole deck is basically light. Plague Spreader, the 1 tuner that we run now since World Bulb is gone. And it works just as well. Gore stops those OTKs that those Insectors try to do and those windups. Judgment Dragon, of course, at 3. He's the main card in this deck. He's the reason this deck is good. Chaos Sorcerer and BLS. I put these together because they basically work with each other hand in hand. Black Luster Soldier gives food for Chaos Sorcerer, and Chaos Sorcerer is food in the graveyard for BLS. 2 Card Troopers, because they just get the milling started. If you have 3 names in the grave or 2 names, you bring them up. You don't want to wait till the end phase to mill. Bring them out, mill, drop JD, nuke the field, and you get a +1. Aaron, just send back those Zenmains, Gachi Gachi, Sangan, any defensive position monster that they have. And flip effects. If you attack a flip effect monster, the order that it happens in is Aaron attacks it. It flips. That monster's effect activates at Chain Link 1. Aaron activates Chain Link 2. So it resolves backwards, meaning that since Aaron is Chain Link 2, the monster is sent to the deck first, and then the flip effect resolves. Just in case you guys didn't know that. Garoth, he's just some extra mill power. I'm thinking about putting the second one. Since Lumen is at 2, that could really add some consistency. I'm just not sure about it yet. 1 Raikou, he's kind of slow this format. He helps out sometimes though, against those Lagias and all that. 2 Lilas, she's the much needed back row hate. Celestia, kind of the same as Lila, except I only run 1 because she's harder to pull off. Lumina. Yeah, okay. Well, awesome card in general. Now she's at 2. She can possibly be an automatic Levier, automatic Leviathan Dragon. You can pitch her to bring herself out. Bring out a Plague Spreader. That's an easy 8-star, which Lightsworns never really had an easy way to do. Ever since Lumina and Charge went down to 1. So now we have access to 8 stars. 2 Wolves. I'm thinking of bumping it back to 3 since the consistency of the milling is gonna be, it's gonna be a bit faster. So with 2 Luminas, you'll be able to pull off the Lumina Garoth play a little more often, all that. And Jan, it's because it's a beater. I'm thinking about bumping it up to 2 because of the attack and all that. Okay. Next is spells. First of all, the staples. Try to get those out of the way. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, MST. Okay, well, back row hate, monster hate, just an overall good ass card. There's really no need for explanation on any of these. Monster Reincarnation. The only way I have of getting my monsters from my graveyard to my hand. I don't run Beckoning. It's because Beckoning is just really gets destroyed all the time. It always gets end phase MST'd or gets destroyed like before you get a chance to use it, before you have any good targets, you know. Just a waste. So I figured I'll just use one that I can activate on my turn, even if it's a -1 when I use it. But it doesn't matter because if I use it, I probably have game. 3 Pot of Dualities, just because it's a good card. I mean, some people say that it interferes with the Wolves, but who cares? Wolf is just, you know, he's not a win condition in this deck. He's just a bonus, you know, a +1. You shouldn't depend on the Wolf to win. I don't. You know, it's kind of disappointing when you get him when you use Pot of Duality and you get a Wolf, but it's okay. You'll probably still have a decent chance of winning the game. 3 Solar Recharge, which is the reason I'm thinking I'm running 3 Wolves, because this deck many times when I start first or second, I really mill off like 15 or 16 cards first turn. Usually I mill off 1 or 2 Wolves, a couple Necros, Plague Spreader. First turn this is. So anything I have dead in my hand, I can just send it with this. Foolish Burial. Because of this card, I'm planning or just contemplating whether I should put Celestia back to 2 and put Wolf back to 3. That'll give me, you know, 1 free Wolf just to trigger for Celestia and 2 to mill. Also, if you're really desperate, you can just play. You can just send Plague. You know, sink for 8, sink for 9, sink for 6, or Brio. Just get you out of sticky situations. And charge. It's just a searcher. You know, mill 3. There's a ruling on charge that a lot of people don't know. Even if you have no targets, no Lightsworn targets, you can activate charge, and you can still pay the cost of milling 3, which is on its own really good for this deck. And if you have no targets, you simply have to prove it to your opponent, and that's it. So you show them your deck, show them you have no level 4 lower Lightsworns, and the duel goes on. For traps, 2 traps. I guess they're kind of predictable. I have really good explanations on why I run them. First, Torrential Tribute, which is now at 2, which is really nice, especially for this deck. It's good against windups. It's good against Insectors. It's good against 6 Sands. It's good against many decks because decks nowadays are just really fast, especially decks like 6 Sands, which go for extreme pushes first turn. A lot of the times they use their entire hand. So if you pull this off, you know, they pretty much have no choice but to scoop. This could really also mess up the wind-up loop and Mirror Force. I know Mirror Force is a good card. It's always been a good card, you know. And I'm not saying this because it's common now, but I don't think it's as useful now as it used to be. Now there are so many, you know, different counters to it. You know, they can just, you know, Book of Moon their monster. They can Lance or Chalice it. I don't remember which one. Whatever, but it's just not chainable. You know, they can just MST it. It's like, oh, -1. As for this, you know, as soon as they summon the monster, you can chain it, so they don't have a chance to MST it. They don't have a chance to, like, you know, get it out of the way before they attack. Also thinking about running. I'm thinking about taking this out and just running a second Torrential Tribute or just something else, something chainable, maybe Threatening Roar, something like that. But I don't see the point of running Threatening Roar at 1, so I'm probably just gonna take it out for another Torrential Tribute. Those are all my traps. Now the extra deck, a little funny, but it works really well. I actually get to pull off all these monsters I have in here. Leviathan Dragon. It's just, you know, at level 3. It's a big beater. It's really easy to get out now with Lumina at 2. You know, if they have a BLS on the field, you can, and you have this at 25, you can remove the last, you know, the last material and just bump heads with a BLS. You know, it's a really big beater. It was super easy to get out. So yeah, Utopia. It's just one of those staple exceeds. Like when Stardust first came out, it became a staple to this day. Let's see. Blade Armor Ninja. It's kind of strange, but I actually pull them off a lot with Jane, Garoth, Aaron, especially with Lumina at 2 now, so I just have Garoth on the field. Or if I pull off Lumina Garoth play first turn, I get a charge or something, you know, I just discard, get my Aaron, exceed for Blade Armor Ninja, remove a material. That's an easy 4,400 damage to them. If not, I can just get rid of, clear their field almost, you know. Another weird aspect is Zenmeister. Works really well with the one Raikou I have. If not, if I don't want to use his effect, he's comes out as a 25 hitter. So, you know, I can just use him side by side with Utopia. He's good to have. For now, he's kind of a filler though. And the last weird ones, Gachi, I've run 2. Well, I get to pull them off sometimes with Plague Spreader. Helps me push for game, you know, they gain 400 attack, that's pretty good, you know. I don't know why I have 2, I just have an extra one. Black Rose is a staple. Let's say Stardust is the staple. I think Colossal Fighter is a staple. One time, well, not one time, many times, I banned him out along with BLS, and they're not sure which one to kill because they have Smashing Ground. They don't want to activate Smashing Ground then attack this because then I'm just going to get BLS back or just get this back. So, you know, it just gives them another obstacle that they have to get over. Mistworm, since Trishula is back to 1. Mistworm, I think, to some aspect is some degree is better than Trishula just because it clears their field instead of hitting their graveyard in their hand. So it gives you more of that push, you know, that you need. Gaia Knight, just a 6-star. You know, 26 attack because over Stardust. Blah blah blah. Magical Android, a 5-star. For those times when you don't really need Catastor, and because of the fact that I don't own a Catastor. And I'm not really trying to get one. I don't think I need it. Gabriel just because it pulls off the most amazing plays in the game. And Arcanite, which I'm thinking about running a Gale in the deck to be able to get him out with Lila. Now that Glow Bulb is banned. Oh yeah, that's about it. Comment, subscribe, like the video. It's my second video, so if you want more, show me that you want more videos. I'll make deck profiles on my zombie deck, which is under construction. It should be done pretty soon. So yeah, bye.